In a season with hundreds of troop damage and no building health, one of the strongest abilities is gonna be critters. And we finally got it right here at 7 engines, maxing it out. Because whatever troop damage you have, it adds on. So they're gonna be super strong. And also painfully dealing with the amazing bugs this season. Which, by the way, there's news they're not fixing the Sky Shield bug, which does suck. And if you want to quit the season because of it, I don't blame you. But I mean, we're gonna keep playing, so we gotta even the playing field. That means if they're not fixing it, we're getting a minus node. Doesn't matter from the rocket path or the heavy chopper path, but in the small chance that we want a defense, we'll take it down here. So as much as it hurts, gotta take that penalty. And we got so many tokens, don't really gotta use them, which means we can finally max out shield. And to be honest, the rest of the 15 days, it's not gonna be totally fun with the bug, because whether or not we have it to even the playing field, we're still gonna do attacks that gotta work around it. And most people want to play warships because it's fun, not whether or not it's gonna be a win. So again, we'll try to make the most of it and see what happens. Now we're starting with only 90 troop damage critters, so we can get a lot stronger already, but of course using it mainly to take down 1 or 2 engines. Oh, we got this space over here. At least on most 7s, unless it's super wacky with like a shield in the middle, I like going mainly from the right side with choppas, left with bombers, and if there's any engines on this side, use critters to take it out. Just gotta worry about mines. Even 2 mines alone can take out critters, so we'll probably I think artillery out this flame. This machine gun shouldn't be in range, and just do a couple critters on the left side. So we can start right here. Let's do maybe I guess 1 rifle, 2 bombers, bunch of choppas right here in Rudy, and get a shield on either side. We don't have a lot of GB, just gotta make sure we don't lose any troops. Here we'll do 2 artilleries, hitting both the flame and the mines right there. And now we should have enough GB, so we'll do 2 critters right there, 1 shock on the mortar, and then just let these guys go. Have enough for 1 bomb stuff. To be safe, we can shock that boom cannon right there. And also we'll see how annoying that shock blaster is. Can try 1 more bomb stuff. Honestly, just throw a bunch more critters. Then I get the shield bug, but who knows, maybe it's fine because we threw some critters. And if we're lucky, it's gonna get it down. So if we were lucky, yeah, it looks like we were. Got 3-8 on that. So I guess in that case you can critter out 2 engines. But the idea is still, bombers on the left, with 1 shield you don't really have to worry. And once you critter out 1 engine, just use your remaining GB on protecting the other side. So it looks like the critters we did throw at the last moment finish it off. And even on 6 engines, it should be at least a little easier. Of course we got most running this kind of base, shield on the right side. But what we can do is just, well, I like mainly RCs on the left, and do 1 rifle, just saves a little GB. But the main thing is the Sky Shield side, you do want to critter out. Nat Flame, we don't have to worry about, I mean, it's going to be shocked anyways. But you can usually afford 2 or 3 critters, and then 2 shocks. To speed it up, we can artillery out that boom cannon, and then just go just like that. So we'll do 1 rifle, all our choppas right here, and once we do a shield, just let these guys go. Even if 1 or 2 die, we just gotta let it happen. Saving most of our GB on just whatever's on the right side. So 3 artillery right there. And I like waiting until once these 2 engines are down and you send the next flare, then you start using abilities. So send a flare right here. We'll go ahead do 2 critters and 2 shocks. And you see we just barely had enough GB. Whereas on the left side, keep on doing another flare. Looks like we'll need 1 more shock, so get it down right now. And finally, one more flare. Do a bomb stuff, last little bit of artillery. And you see, with critters, 6 engines are just way easier. Plus, you essentially never get the bug. And because those guys don't have critters, you'd never really have to worry about them being super fast, even with crazy amounts of troop damage. Alright, here we got another 7 engines. And this one with, I guess, a shield more in the corner. Only one engine on this side. But I think for the most part, we can try the same attack. Because of only one engine, we can do like, I would say 2 bombers and no rifle. Because we'll do a shield anyways. Now I can probably do that. So we'll do 2 bombers, bunch of choppers on the right side. Again, do shield left and right. And since there's 2 engines over here, gonna need some more artillery and critters. Can probably shock all this junk on the bottom. So the 2 arts like right there. And one more on the left for those mines. These bombers, everything looking okay. Probably do 1 bomb stuff on the engine. Most choppers should stay on the right side. And now to start doing critters. I'll actually do like 3 of them, including the middle buildings. And just keep on doing bomb stuff on the right side. So the left should be okay. We'll do 1 more shock and the machine gun. And then Rudy does his final bomb stuff. We're gonna get the bug. But throwing that final artillery, and it looks like it's gonna be around 3-9. Another 6 engines, so let's see what we can do. No shock launchers this time, but he's got critter launchers instead. I think still as a rule of thumb, I like just 1 rifle. We'll do a bunch of choppers on the left. And here critters shouldn't be too bad. In fact, we can use artillery on that machine gun, just so it's just 1 shock on this side. So get the rifle, everyone else over here. Once you set the shield, then you just forget about it. Sometimes maybe you can delay Rudy by like a few seconds, make sure he's on a certain side. Like here we'll probably lose maybe 1 chopper or so. I mean, it doesn't really matter. 2 arts on that machine gun. And here we'll just wait a few more seconds, maybe once that boom cannon's down, and then start flaring. 2 critters right here, get a shot going. And then right away you want to like look on this side, make sure flares are always active. Here we'll do 1 more shock. You know what? Maybe on the boom cannon too. It's actually, we don't have a lot of choppers left. Our last little artillery right here, spamming on that engine. And I guess this attack wasn't amazing for keeping our troops alive. But sometimes you just gotta be aggressive on those 6s. Because a lot of them probably racked up that troop damage. Now this 6 engine looks a bit nasty on this side. He's really trying to defend critters. Which also the reason we're not always crittering this top side, some people can defend it pretty well. Now maybe with Cry Bomb it's not so bad, but I still like just on the right side. We can maybe do like, I guess 1 shock on the left right here for that machine gun. 1 shock initially on the right side. That shock launcher is annoying. So in this case we'll just, I think, art that out. Does mean we need some more GB. So maybe an extra rifle on the right side, just to farm some more GB. Yeah, we'll try it. 2 rifles like this. Everyone else on this side. Again, still with 1 shield. Shock launchers are a bit more, it's gonna be 4 artillery. So 1 more. Or okay. Yeah, definitely 4 artillery. I guess we need 3 if he has some minus building health. But that's good to know. And now that we spent 4, gotta wait a bit. Maybe until those few buildings are down. So waiting a few more seconds. Then we start flaring. 2 critters and then we'll do 2 shocks. Don't have that much GB, so just gotta wait a bit. But make sure you always do flares on the left side. We'll do 1 more shock right now. Guess we'll do bomb stuff. 1 final flare on this last engine. and just gotta wait in the critters. So of course a slower time because of that, but sometimes you just gotta hope. At least the main thing with 6s is we're not getting any bugs, so don't gotta worry about that. And only 2 seconds, but still a win. And that's how most of our attacks are right now. Critters, of course, helping out on both 6s and 7s. But now our next steps is getting a Shock Blaster, really annoying for both Choppas and Rudy. And then after that, gonna pick up Crybomb. We're not gonna jump on Remote Hack right after. Probably want a little more troop damage at 90 now, so yeah, maybe like a couple troop damage unlocks. But once we start getting those, it should move pretty fast. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.